Yahuah. Yahusha, yeah. They tried to break our spirit, chain our dreams away. Still we found the strength to see another day. Carry generations of tears inside our eyes, but every seed of sorrow helped our roots arise. They changed our names, they changed the story they would tell. Still the truth kept ringing like a freedom bell. Every scar's a testimony, every prayer remains. And the Most High sees every drop of hidden pain. So don't let your head hang low, my brother. You're worth more than silver and gold. The fire didn't burn your purpose, it only made your spirit bold. Stand strong. Don't let your light grow dim. Yahuah knows every battle you've been in. Hold on. Justice is on the way. Night won't last forever, there's a brighter day. Stand strong. Keep your faith alive. Truth is gonna rise, and love will survive. Yahuah's coming with justice for his own. So stand strong, you were never alone. We've been walking through the valley far too long. Still we found a way to turn our pain to song. Building with our hands while carrying the load. Trusting every promise spoken long ago. Teach our sons they're kings, our daughters they're queens. More than what this broken world has ever seen. Keep the family rooted, let the love remain. Every generation, breaking every chain. No more fear, no more shame. We remember where we came. Heaven hears the cries we pray. Every night gives birth to day. Mercy and justice walk hand in hand. Yahuah's truth forever stands. What was hidden will be known. He will gather his children home. Stand strong. Let your spirit sing. There's a crown beyond the suffering. Hold on. Don't give up the fight. Love and truth is stronger than the night. Stand strong. Let the whole world see. Faith is stronger than captivity. Yahuah's coming with justice, faithful and true. Every promise he has spoken, he will bring us through. Stand strong. Don't lose your way. Keep believing through the pain. Yahuah sees. Yahuah knows. In his perfect time, justice flows. Stand strong. Stand strong. Our hope has carried us all alone. All about Yahuah. Bro life, huh? All about Yahuah. Yahusha. Late at night when the world gets cold, I find peace when I hear your voice. All the noise starts fading away. In your presence my soul rejoices. Every moment spent with you feels like heaven touching earth. When I sit and talk with you, I remember what my life is worth. This world keeps pulling me left and right, trying to steal my focus and my life. But I know where my strength comes from. Yahuah, you're the only one. So I'll step aside and let you lead me. Take my hand and guide my feet through this hateful world that's filled with pain. You're the sunshine breaking through the rain. I don't want my will, I want your way. Every night and every day, I'll follow wherever you want me to be. Yahuah, lead me faithfully. When my heart gets weary from the fight, you remind me everything's alright. Your love covers every scar and shows me who you say I am. I don't need the world's applause. I just need to walk with you. Every blessing, every breath comes from all the things you do. When darkness tries to cloud my sight, your truth becomes my guiding light. And no matter what comes my way, I'll trust every step aside and let you lead me. Take my hand and guide my feet through this hateful world that's filled with pain. You're the sunshine breaking through the rain. I don't want my will, I want your way. Every night and every day, I follow wherever you want me to be. Lead me faithfully. I surrender all my plans. Place my future in your hands. You know the road is best for me, even when I cannot see. Your love is all I'll ever need. You're the air my spirit breathes. Forever I'll stay close to you, because your promises are true. I'll step aside and let you lead me through every valley, every sea. When this world tries to bring me down, your love lifts me off the ground. I belong to you completely, and your mercy covers me. For all my days, my heart will sing. Yahuah, you're my everything. Just you and me, that's where I wanna be. Walking in your love, following your lead, through every season, faithfully. Brew life, all about Yahuah.
Yahusha.
You've been crying through the midnight hours, carrying wounds nobody sees, broken promises and heavy chains, brought us down to our knees. They told us lies, tried to steal our name, cover truth with fear and shame. But through the darkness, through the storm, Yahuah's love remains the same.
Every tear you've cried is counted.
Every prayer has reached his throne.
Though the road feels long and lonely,
You were never left alone. Hold on a little while longer. Healing is coming your way.
Yahuah is gathering his people.
Turning our night into day.
All of the pain and all of the sorrow,
Won't have the final say.
hold on a little while longer.
Yahuah is making a way. Generations carry burdens, walking through the fire and rain. Still his promise stands forever, he will heal our deepest pain. Every heart that's been abandoned, every soul that's been betrayed, will be wrapped within his mercy and the scars will start to fade. Though the world may keep on changing, his word forever stands. And the one who formed the heavens
Still holds us in his hands.
hold on a little while longer. Healing is coming your way.
Yahuah is gathering his people.
Turning our night into day.
All of the pain and all of the sorrow,
Won't have the final say.
hold on a little while longer.
Yahuah is making a way. about Yahuah. Yeah, they see me walking through the city with my head held high, but they judge me before they ever look into my eyes. Carrying generations of pain down this road, stories of my ancestors buried deep in my soul. They say they fear what they don't understand, but my skin ain't a threat. I'm just a man, made in the image of the Most High King. Yet they treat me like I'm less than anything. Searching for justice in a world that won't believe. My black skin ain't a weapon. It was fashioned by his hands. Every shade, every feature. Part of Yahuah's perfect plan. Though the world keeps on pressing, trying to break who we are, Yahuah's gonna gather his people, heal every scar. Yeah, we've been through the fire, we've been through the rain. Chains may be gone, but we're still feeling pain. Broken families, tears in the night. Still we're standing, still we're fighting for the light. The answers won't come from the systems of men. We've gotta seek the one who knows the end. Turn our hearts back, fall down and pray. Trust in Yahuah to make a way. No more living blind, no more drifting far. The truth is calling us back to who we are. My black skin ain't a weapon. It was fashioned by his hands. Every shade, every feature. Part of Yahuah's perfect plan. Though the world keeps on pressing, trying to break who we are, Yahuah is gonna gather his people and heal every scar. So turn back, hear his voice today. The shepherd's calling all his children home to stay. No more fear, no more shame, no more hiding in the dark. Let his truth ignite the fire burning in our hearts. He's seen every tear that fell to the ground. He's heard every cry that never made a sound. The suffering won't last forevermore. Redemption's coming like never before. Yeah, my black skin ain't a weapon. It's a testimony of grace through the struggle and the sorrow. Yahuah kept us every day. When the nations shake around us, we'll stand firm in who we are. Yahuah's gonna save his people and heal every scar. My skin ain't a weapon, no. It's the work of the Father's hands, and we'll keep on believing, 'cause Yahuah's promise stands. Through the suffering and trials, he'll lead us through the dark. Yahuah's gonna save his people and heal every scar. Bro life, all about Yahuah. Yahusha. Yeah. Late at night when the world gets cold, I find peace when I hear your voice. All the noise starts fading away. In your presence my soul rejoices. Every moment spent with you feels like heaven touching earth. When I sit and talk with you, I remember what my life is worth. This world keeps pulling me left and right, trying to steal my focus and my life. But I know where my strength comes from. Yahuah, you're the only one. So I'll step aside and let you lead me. Take my hand and guide my feet through this hateful world that's filled with pain. You're the sunshine breaking through the rain. I don't want my will, I want your way. Every night and every day, I follow wherever you want me to be. Yahuah, lead me faithfully. from the fight. You remind me everything's alright. Your love covers every scar and shows me who you say I am. Yeah, I don't need the world's applause. I just need to walk with you. Every blessing, every breath comes from all the things you do. When darkness tries to cloud my sight, the truth becomes my guiding light. And no matter what comes my way, I'll trust every word you say. So I'll step aside and let you lead me. Take my hand and guide my feet through this hateful world that's filled with pain. You're the sunshine breaking through the rain. I don't want my will, I want your way. Every night and every day, I follow wherever you want me to be. Lead me faithfully. I surrender all my plans. Place my future in your hands. You know the road is best for me, even when I cannot see. Your love is all I'll ever need. You're the air my spirit breathes. Forever I'll stay close to you, because your promises are true. I'll step aside and let you lead me through every valley, every sea. When this world tries to bring me down, your love lifts me off the ground. I belong to you completely, and your mercy covers me. For all my days, my heart will sing. Yahuah, you're my everything. Just you and me, that's where I wanna be. Walking in your love, following your lead, through every season, faithfully. All about Yahuah, Yahuah. So many nights, tears falling on the ground, trying to stay strong when nobody's around. We've been scattered through the nations, feeling so alone, but Yahuah never left us. He's been calling us home. Through the storms and the heartbreak, through every trial and fight, He was carrying His people when we couldn't see the light. Every prayer, every cry, every burden that we bore, He was opening the pathway, preparing something more. And even when we wandered far away, His mercy covered us day after day. Now the sound is getting louder in the air, a call for His children everywhere. Yahuah is coming to rescue His children, gathering His people from the east and the west wind. His love for your shout out never faded away. He's been holding us together every step, every day. So lift your hands high, let your worship rise above. Come together as one in His everlasting love. Yahuah is coming, yes, He's making all things new, and He's been there through the pain, pulling us through. We walked through the fire, we've carried heavy chains, seen generations wounded by sorrow and pain, but the Ruach kept moving, breathing life into dry bones, reminding us we're chosen and we'll never be alone. He saw every injustice, every tear that fell, every silent battle that we never could tell. Now He's calling for unity among His set apart ones, to stand together in faith until His kingdom comes. No more division, no more turning away. Let's seek His face and follow His way. Hear the trumpet sound in near and far, calling back the scattered Yasharal. Yahuah is coming to rescue His children, gathering His people from the east and the west wind. His love for your shout out never faded away. He's been holding us together every step, every day. So lift your hands high, let your worship rise above. Come together as one in His everlasting love. Yahuah is coming, yes, He's making all things new, and He's been there through the pain, pulling us through. Worship Yahuah, lift His name higher. One people, one heart, one song, together in His presence where we belong. No more fear, no more shame. atmosphere. The king is drawing near. Every nation gonna know it's true. Every generation sees proof. He's been faithful through it all. Never let his children fall. Now we stand and testify, giving glory to the Most High. Yahuah is coming to rescue his children, gathering his people from the east and the west wind. His love for Yeshua forever remains. He's healing broken hearts and removing our pain. So come together now, let our worship fill the sky, giving honor to the one who hears our cry. Yahuah is coming and his promises are true. He's been there through the pain, pulling us through. Yahuah, we worship you. Yahuah, Yahuah, we adore you. Gather your children, make us one, until your perfect kingdom comes. All about Yahuah, Yahusha, They tried to break our spirit, chain our dreams away. Still we found the strength to see another day. Carry generations of tears inside our eyes, but every seed of sorrow helped our roots arise. They changed our names, they changed the story they would tell. Still the truth kept ringing like a freedom bell. Every scar's a testimony, every prayer remains. And the Most High sees every drop of hidden pain. So don't let your head hang low, my brother. You're worth more than silver and gold. The fire didn't burn your purpose, it only made your spirit bold. Stand strong. Don't let your light grow dim. Yahuah knows every battle you've been in. Hold on, justice is on the way. Night won't last forever, there's a brighter day. Stand strong, keep your faith alive. Truth is gonna rise, and love will survive. Yahuah's coming with justice for his own. So stand strong, you were never alone. We've been walking through the valley far too long. Still we found a way to turn our pain to song. Building with our hands while carrying the load. Trusting every promise spoken long ago. Teach our sons their kings, our daughters their queens. More than what this broken world has ever seen. Keep the family rooted, let the love remain. Every generation, breaking every chain. No more fear, no more shame. We remember where we came. Heaven hears the cries we pray. Every night gives birth to day. Mercy and justice walk hand in hand. Yahuah's truth forever stands. What was hidden will be known. He will gather his children home. Stand strong, let your spirit sing. There's a crown beyond the suffering. Hold on, don't give up the fight. Love and truth is stronger than the night. Stand strong, let the whole world see. Faith is stronger than captivity. Yahuah's coming with justice, faithful and true. Every promise he has spoken, he will bring us through. Stand strong, don't lose your way. Keep believing through the pain. Yahuah sees, Yahuah knows. In his perfect time, justice flows. Stand strong, stand strong. Our hope has carried us all along.
All about Yahuah.
True life, all about Yahuah, Yahusha. Yeah. Yeah. They painted our names in shadows and lies. Turned our tears into silence, watched generations cry. Chains on our bodies, scars on our minds. Searching for justice, but it was nowhere to find. They took what was sacred, called evil what was pure. Left us wandering deserts, trying to endure. But every wound became a lesson in the night. And every broken heart kept reaching for the light. They thought the pain would make us disappear. Thought we forget who we are year after year. But deep in our souls, the fire remained. Through all the suffering, our spirits stayed the same. We've been done wrong.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom to those that are listening or tuning in by Facebook, YouTube. I want to say Shabbat Shalom to you. We're going to give you what Yahuwah have placed upon my ruach to talk to you about this morning. And I don't think it's going to be very long. At least I know I always say that, but I really mean that. Not to be very long before you. You know, again, my job is to, like I told y'all before, I'm doing preventive maintenance. You know, and what that means, you know, you treat things, if you're on a job, you treat machinery, you treat things and tools and stuff that you use, you treat them before they break down. So you continue to do maintenance on them, you inspect them and all that kind of stuff, and you can save yourself a whole lot of breakdown and downtime. And you know, and the things that I see, again, going around Yasharel today is pulling our people out from under the faith and all of that, and getting them to trust in other things other than Yahuwah. So we're just trying to make an attempt to prevent that. And I know that people don't like it, and it's not going to like what I have to say today, but I'm going to be showing you from the scriptures. But I still want you to know, I want them to know that I do not care what you think, because I am not, if I could say employed or hired, I am not employed or hired by you. I am employed or hired or called by the Most High. So I don't give a crap what you think about when truth is coming out of this word versus all this falseness that is coming to our people and pushing them away, because you already know, like I say many times, and I'm going to keep saying this, I'm going to keep harping on this. You already know that Yasharel will worship a dog. Yasharel will go a whoring after a snake. Yasharel will worship a gold coin. That's our history. And there's no, and I'm unapologetic about saying that, because that is our history, and that's all you got to do. Only thing somebody got to say to the north is say, boo, the highest, boo. I'm going over there to worship that. Our people go, we just worship everything. And that's been our history, and nothing has changed, because the Most High tells us that we're even more wicked than our ancestors are. And I got to keep blowing this trumpet. I got to keep this bullhorn up, because I am called to be a watchman. I don't care what you said. People that said that, okay, I've called myself and I'm a self-ordained pastor. I don't care what you say. All of us going to see who everyone is in just a little bit here. That's the Most High see fit right here, because I'm still talking about the two-thirds. The two-thirds. And that's a whole lot of people compared to the one-third. It's twice as much people that are going to be lost than people that is going to go into the kingdom of Yahuwah. And so you can just go by that to let us know whether we're on or off or not. And we're still hooping and hollering and fighting one another, because this guy's saying this and this guy's saying that, and the other guy across the river that's saying this right here. And Yasharah just pulled in all different directions. But the thing but we don't have to pull hard. The thing that's pulling us don't have to pull hard, because we're prone to worshiping and just giving up our allure. I think we read in the live. I forgot the scripture. I think it's in one of them, but anyway, Yahuwah said, this have never been done. No other nation have never left their false mighty one to go and serve another, but Yasharel always end up leaving him. These are the testimonies that Yahuwah have against us. These are the testimonies that Yahuwah have said about his own people. So why do we fight that when that is repeated? Come on, is anybody hearing me what I'm saying? We don't have to fight that when it is repeated, because it's in the scriptures, and we act as though we don't even have the scriptures. We have them. We have the scriptures, and all we got to do is just go back and look at our people's history. Now we're getting ready for a gathering, and all kind of for the regathering again, and all kind of teaching is out there to make us miss that mark. All kind of teachings is out there, and I had a title to this thing. What did I title that, Donald? You got it. It's what? Yeah, it ain't gonna be the way you think, or something to that. It ain't gonna be the way that you think. And I want to read some. My first scripture that I want to read to you before I pull off. Well, after I pull off, I'm going to come out of Exodus 6 and some more scriptures that I'm going to show y'all some. And Yasharel, open up your eyes. Open up your eyes. For one moment, for 1 minute, let us abandon our stubbornness. For 1 minute, let us abandon our stiff-neckedness. For 1 minute, let us abandon these things and open up our eyes. Because this stuff is real, this stuff is true, it's happening. Edom is going to be judged, and you're going to be rescued and all this kind of stuff. But people are telling you that you need to do this and you need to do that, and I'm telling you that you're not, and we're going to get into it in a minute. So let's stand to our feet here, and let's bow our heads. Father Yahuwah, it is in the name of Yahusha that I even stand before you, that I come before you today, oh Father, as a voice that is crying in the wilderness, so to speak. To speak to our people, oh Father, of the words that you have said, of the way that you have put forth, oh Father. And I am asking you through the power of the Ruach HaKodesh to tune our people's hearing in to the word. It doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter how we feel about a thing. It doesn't matter if we get mad or not. The only thing that matters is the truth, and the truth is the thing that you have given to make all of us free. And that's what we're after. We're after your freedom that you are offering unto us, oh Father. We need that. We need it, oh Father. We need it. We need it. But because we're in the shapes that we're in, oh Father, the enemy is using that to pull us farther and farther away from you. Because we are these things. We are stiff-necked. We think we know everything, oh Father. One teacher think that they are higher than another teacher. And man, none of us, we are listening to you. And the only thing that you're asking us to do is to love you, to give you our hearts. That's all that we have to do. But now we have to put up, pack up, store up, and get ready to leave here. And we got to buy land over here and just to get out of here. We got to do something, but no mention of Yahuwah. They are out here presenting this stuff and teaching this stuff today. They're out here teaching and preaching this stuff today. What all Yasharel got to do to be saved. And you say the only thing that we need to do is give you our hearts. Father, help us. Let our people hear. Come on, let us hear, oh Father. Let us hear. Pull these muffs off of our ears. Pull these muffs off of our ears. Give us a heart that will really, really desire your will and your way. Give us a heart. Oh, Father, in the name of Yahusha, we are up against a lot. We are up against a lot. We got everything in Yasharal. We are twin. Now it seems like we are twin to Babylon. Everything is in Babylon, and you're crying for your people to come out. Everything is in Yasharal now. Babylon got everything that pertains to sin and even look like it. And that same thing is in Yasharal now because we're in Babylon, oh Father. But I'm asking that you would take Babylon out of us. That's the reason so many of your people died when it was even in the wilderness. So many died, in which I'm going to read and let them know before they even left Egypt. Because they had Egypt in them. They had Egypt ways in them. It was in them. It was in their heart. And it caused great pain and great death to Yasharal. because they refused to give up Egypt, just like we are refusing to give up Babylon now. We think that when you say, come out of her, my people, we narrow everything down to the physical. But I remember what Yahushua said, but I don't even know if I need to mention him now because our people don't even believe in him no more. So I don't even know if it matters what he said. But he said this to his disciples, you are in the world, but you're not a part of it. Yeah, we're physically in Babylon, but you're telling us to give you our heart so that we won't be a part of Babylon. Come out of her, my people. Come out of her. Do not continue to give your heart to her, but give it to you, Yahuwah, until you gather us. That's all what it means. But we narrow everything down to the physicality of things. To the physicality of things. Not knowing or understanding anything about the spiritual side of things. Father, you got to help us. We need your help. We want your help. You got to help us. No one wants the truth. Very few people want the truth. Very few people, Father. And I'm sorry about that. But we'll say that's not true. But you said that only 1/3 is going to make it. 2/3 will be blotted out. Two-thirds will not make it into the kingdom. So that tells me that very little of us want the truth. Because again, the truth makes us free. It's in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach that I applaud this morning. So be it, so be it, so be it, so be it. You can be seated. The first scripture I want to read to you this morning and kind of elaborate on it a little bit because of all the stuff that is going, all the stuff that is out here. I'm going to read to you Exodus, the 6th chapter. And I'm going to read to the verses 8 through 9. Verses 8 through 9. This is what Moshe is saying. He says, I shall bring you into the land which I swore to give to Abraham. This is what Yahuwah is telling Moses to tell the people. I shall bring you into the land that I swore to give to Abraham, to Yashak, and to Jacob. I shall give it to you for a possession. I am Yahuwah. I don't want you to focus on that right now because he was talking about the land of Canaan then. I'm reading Exodus 6, and that was the 8th verse. Exodus. Shamuth 6, or Exodus 6, and the 8th verse. And I'm going to read on down to the 9. But I read the 8, but I don't want you to focus on that right now because that is not talking about the land, the latter land here. Some may think it, some might not, whatever you want to think. But anyway, this is what verse 9 is what I want you to focus on, though. Verse 9 says, it says, so Moshe spoke to the children of Yasharel, but they did not listen to Moshe because of their discouragements and their harsh labor they were under. Okay. They weren't trying to hear him. Moshe there in Egypt telling them that the Most High is fixing to deliver them out of Egypt and all this kind of stuff and bring them into the land that he promised Abraham, that he promised their forefathers. But these people are so discouraged. These people are so inundated with the labors of Egypt and probably even with the false mighty ones of Egypt, just put down, brought down low, that they weren't even hearing Moshe or Moses. They weren't even hearing him. Do we not see these things today? The truth is out here. Moses was bringing them to the truth, but they wasn't even in a place where they can even hear it. Just like our people today. That which have been shall be again. There's nothing, absolutely nothing new under this sun. Just the same way, right? Can you see what I'm talking about? Now, they wouldn't listen to Moses. I'm going to tell you something else they wouldn't listen to Moses about. And, you know, in this teaching that's just going along, and I hope you hear me because I'm finna show you something right here that many people don't see. Now, I don't know, Donald, if you have the book of Jasher. I want to read to them some scriptures in the book of Jasher, and y'all please tune in to this right here because our people, again, are following everything. We are following everything. We will follow a moose if you put some gold on his horns and say, this is your Elohim. We'll follow it. We will follow it. Get mad all you want to. It's our history. It's our history. But you look at Jasher, the 80th chapter. I want to show you something. Man, there's all kind of teachings going on out here today. There's teachings going on about, about concerning leaving Babylon. You got the physical leave, but the appeal is to those that can leave. The appeal is to those that got some money. Those that can afford it. Those that can go to the continent or wherever they're telling you to go. That's what the appeal is. What about the blind? What about the lame? What about the halt? What about the elderly? I don't think y'all follow me. But the appeal is to people like you and I, or people that they think or look like they got some money sharing. That's what the appeal of these teachers to. Get out of Babylon. We got to go. And this here and that. But this is who they trying to reach. Sure enough, the so-called African Americans, because they think we got some money. But some of us can really fool them, right? you see. But what about the blind people? What about because there's some people that are sick in Yasharal. There are some people that are physically sick in Yasharal. What about them? Since Yahuwah promised to gather all of us, what about them? What do they look like getting on a train, getting on a plane, getting on an automobile and traveling and transporting and going somewhere else? What do they look like? I know that I got a mother. My mother's an elderly person. She can't even hardly get out of bed. But look how are we going to transport her? If we leave it up to these people to get us out of Babylon. Are y'all following me now? What about the poor? What about them? They ain't got money to do nothing. And Yahuwah said, Baruch are the poor. That he have a heart for the poor because people treat them so bad. Yasharal, open up your eyes and quit following and quit worshiping, quit listening to everything that sounds good. Because you're going to get led off. You're going to be a part of the 2/3. You're going to be a part of the 2/3. Ain't no mention about trusting in Yahuwah to regather us. You got to regather yourself. You got to store up. You got to plant gardens and all this kind of stuff so you can take care of it. What about Yahuwah? Isn't he the one that caused water to come out of a rock? Isn't he, or was it you, Yasharal, that caused a manna to fall from heaven, from the Shamayim? Was it him that caused the birds to fall so they can eat? Now, they was eating out of their lust and hard-headedness, but is it he that caused that meat to fall from the sky, or was it some of them that's telling you? We better open up our eyes and get rid of these false teachers out of our ears, though you will be led off. So many of us is going to be led off anyway because we're hard-headed, stiff-necked, and stubborn. Can't tell none of us nothing. We attitude up. We attitude up. And then you got these false prophets, these false teachers coming along saying good things to you because you have an itching ear. And a lot of it, Yahuwah is allowing you to hear because your heart ain't with him anyway. What about that? What about that? Now let me read to you this here. Jasher, the book of Jasher, whoever that has it. And see, they try to discredit all this here kind of stuff because there's some important writings in there for us. They try to discredit it. Okay, Jasher, the 8th chapter, beginning at verse 36. And Allure sent darkness upon Metzaram. This is going into this 3-day darkness that these false teachers is out here trying to teach right now. Pull me down for a minute, don't. This is talking about going into this 3 days of darkness that you false teachers are out here trying to teach right now. Get mad, blow up, I don't care. Our people need to know the truth. Because the truth is makes them free.
Paul told Timothy, he said, use this word to rebuke, to correct, to reprove with all authority. And you got these false teachers out here teaching our people, leading our people off. We ain't going to have it. We're just not going to have it. As though Yahuwah, true prophets, true teachers, true leadership just got to lay down and say, I'm scared of them, the devil. Hell no. Where is the one that's going to blow this trumpet? Where is this watchman that is up on this wall, and when he see danger coming, is he going to warn the people? Is he going to warn the people? Because danger is ahead. And that danger is within Yasharal, among false prophets, among false teachers. No, never going to lay down. Never going to lay down. Never is going to lay down. Yahuwah needs your body. That's when he chose you, Devon. That's when he chose you, Donald. He needs your body. You got me? To speak to a natural, physical people. But you know who else needs your body and want it and taking it because we're giving it over to him? It's Hashatan. To bring about his false crap to Yahuwah's people, to Yahuwah's chosen people. He wants your body and he needs it too. But you listen to the scriptures here. We're not going to lay down and take this stuff. It says, and Yahuwah sent darkness upon Messeram, so that the whole land of Messeram and Petros became dark for 3 days. For 3 days. Are y'all hearing me? So that a man could not see his hand when he lifted it to his mouth. He couldn't even see it. Your hand this close to your mouth and you can't even see it. 3 days of darkness. Where did he send it to? Egypt, right? Where did he send it to? He sent it to Egypt. It says, at that time in verse 37, many of the people of Yasharal died. Okay, at the time of the 3 days darkness, many of the people of Yasharal died. But it wasn't from no 3 days of darkness that they died. Like a lot of them telling you to prepare, or you're going to die. Prepare. Oh, you got to get you some mushrooms. You got to get you some beans. You got to get you some bread. Oh, store up some tissue paper. No, you're going to die. Don't forget your past. No, you're going to die. They did not die from those 3 days of darkness. Let's read and see why they died. It says, at that time, many of the people of Yasharal died who had rebelled against Yahuwah and who would not listen to Moses and Aaron, and did not believe them that Yahuwah had sent them. That's why our people die, because they don't believe the true teachers. They run around here with all this false stuff. They ain't died from those 3 days of darkness, Deborah. They ain't died from not storing up some stuff and storing up for your pets and all this kind of silly teaching and stuff. Yeah, I'm going in on it. They ain't died from that. So you quit following that crap, though you will be a part of the 2/3. They died because they would not listen to Yahuwah. They would not listen to Moses. They would not listen to Aaron, who Yahuwah sent to them. Some of these people out here talking, they ain't sent. And if you keep talking, you're going to realize that you're not sent. Look at this truth right here. I'm showing you why some of our people died. Wasn't from no 3 days, no darkness. Wasn't from them not storing up. Wasn't from them not planting their fields and gardens and depending on themselves. They died because they would not receive the word of Yahuwah. And Moses telling them to get ready. That's why they died. Verse 38 says, and who had said, we will not go out of Messeram. We will not leave Egypt. We will not leave Egypt lest we perish with hunger in a desolate wilderness, and who would not listen to the voice of Moshe. They simply had no faith. They didn't believe what Yahuwah said. They didn't believe what Yahuwah messenger said. So who was telling them to stay in Egypt? This is who they said. That we ain't leaving Egypt. We ain't leaving. Who was telling them that? Or who was trying to keep them there? Pharaoh. They rather believe Pharaoh than believe Yahuwah. Are y'all following me, people? And you think we're going to be afraid to get out here and rebuke these things, rebuke these people? Huh? You think we're going to be afraid to get out here and correct these people? And for leading Yasharal off? I'm sure there were some leaders among these people for allowing them to want to stay. There were some false leaders that were speaking differently than Moses. There were some false leaders that were speaking differently than Aaron. Wonder what happened to them? They died too. Yahshua, open up your eyes. Open up your ears. This is a real thing that is happening. And it's fixing to happen again. But them 3 days of darkness never affected Israel. Never affected Yahshua. The only ones that affected is the one that refused to believe what Moses was saying. You understand me? And Moses was just simply telling them, come on, the time is getting ready that we're going to have to march out of here. We're going to have to leave Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Because our Yahuwah is going to gather us and we're getting out of here. They refused to believe that. They refused to believe that. Where it says that they died because they didn't store up. Whereas it says that they died because they didn't stack up. They didn't pack up. I mean, they didn't stack up stuff. Whereas it says that they died. Look at verse 39. It says, and Yahuwah plagued them in the 3 days of darkness, talking about the Masoretes now, the Egyptians, and the Yashraelites buried them in those days, without the Masoretes or without the Egyptians knowing of them or rejoicing over them. So Yahuwah plagued his own folk that was refusing to listen to his teacher, his leaders. They listened to foolishness. They listened to foolishness. So Yahuwah plagued them in the 3 days darkness. You want to be a part of this crap that these people are calling themselves teaching today? If you want to be a part of it, guess what? Be a part of it. Be a part of it, Yasharal. Be a part of it. We don't want no learning anyway. We have proved that over and over and over. So he plagued them. He gave them their heart's desire. It says in verse 40, and the darkness was very great in Messerim for 3 days. And any person who was standing when the darkness came, talking about the Egyptians now, it's talking about Messerim now. It ain't talking about Yasharal. Let's make that clear. And the darkness was very great in Messerim for 3 days. And any person, any Egyptian who was standing when the darkness came remained standing in his place. And he that was sitting remained sitting. And he was lying, continued lying in the same state. And he that was walking remained sitting on the ground in the same spot. And this matter came to pass over all of Messerim until the darkness had passed away. Never affected Goshen, where our people were. Never affected them. Verse 41 says, and the days of darkness passed, and Yahuwah sent Moshe and Aaron to the children of Yasharal, celebrate your festival and perform your Passat. For see, I come in the midst of the night among the Messerim. Yahuwah told him, I came in the middle of the night to the Messerim, or to the Egyptians. I came among all the Messerim, or all the Egyptians, and I will smite their firstborn, from the firstborn of man to the firstborn of a beast. And when I see your Passat, I will pass over you. Is anybody following me here? And the children of Yasharal in verse 42 did according to all that Yahuwah had commanded Moshe and Aaron. Thus did they on that night. This is a different night now from the 3 days darkness. This is a night that Yahuwah finna kill all their firstborns. All their firstborns. Verse 44 says, and Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry throughout all Egypt on that night. Throughout all Egypt on that night. For there was not a house in which there was not a dead one. I ain't saying anything about Yasharal died. Only the one that wouldn't believe and wouldn't do what Moses and Aaron were saying. Keep on thinking that you are a damn man that put on your pants like me. Who he think he is? I put on my pants like him. Keep on thinking that. I'm sure a lot of them put on their robes like Moses did. But they died. Because we can have some attitudes, man. Who he think he is? Shoot, I'm a man like him. I put on my coat just like he put on his coat. Yeah, a lot of them put on their coat. A lot of them put on their coat like Moses put on his too. What people don't understand is the position. That's an anointing that comes with that. And these false ones, let me just keep reading from the scriptures right here. But it says in verse 44, and Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Masarim, and there was a great cry throughout Egypt on that night. For there was not a house in which there was not one dead. Verse 45, also the likeness of the firstborn of Egypt, the likenesses of the firstborn of Egypt, which was carved in the walls on their houses, were destroyed and fell to the ground. In other words, they might have had some pictures. In our day, it'd be some photos, some photographs, and some portraits of their firstborn. Yahuwah said, destroy them too. He don't play. And all people act like he just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody that can save anybody. Yahuwah ain't that. Yahuwah is all in all. He's all in all. And look at verse 46. Look what it says. Even the bones of their firstborns. Who firstborn? Egypt's firstborns. Even the bones. These are the ones that already died before 3 days of darkness came. It says even the bones of the firstborns who had died before this, and whom they had buried in their houses, was raked up by the dogs of Egypt on that night and dragged before the Egyptians and thrown before them. Some of their firstborn has already died in probably some years to pass. Yahuwah said, dogs go dig their bones up and throw them firstborn in front of them still. He don't play. And we run around here with all this soft, false crap. Y'all look like y'all don't want this stuff here either. But 47 says, and all the Egyptians saw this evil which had suddenly come upon them, and all the Masoretes cried out with a loud voice. It was done with Yasharal then. It was done with them. Are you following me, y'all? So don't go for this stuff. These 3 days, no darkness, ain't. Many of them probably ain't even know it. Many of them probably didn't even know it. Or you're following me. I'm telling you. Let me just keep reading out of this since I'm reading. Verse 48 says, and all the clans of Egypt wept on that night, each man for his son and each man for his daughter, being the firstborn. And the tumult of Egypt was heard at a distance on that night. It says, and Bethia, the daughter of Pharaoh, went out with the servant on the night to seek Moses and Aaron in their houses. And they found them in their houses, eating and drinking and rejoicing with all Yasharal. While Egypt is cutting up, mourning, and carrying on. You hear me? Because of the death and all wasn't happening. But look what Yasharal was doing. They was in there eating. They was in there, man, they was in there getting back. They was rejoicing. You hear me? Are y'all hearing me? Please hear. It says in 51, it says, and Moses said to her, well, verse 50 says, and Bethel said to Moses, is this the reward for the good which I have done to you? You who raised you? This was the Egyptian woman that raised Moses. This was Pharaoh's daughter that raised Moses. And now she's questioning Moses. Who raised you and stretched you out, but you have brought this evil upon me and my father's house? This is what Moses said. And Moses said to her in verse 51, he said, indeed, Yahuah brought 10 plagues upon Masharam. He ain't going to say I did it. Yahuah did it because of your hard-head daddy. Yahuah did it because of your evil daddy, and your evil daddy wouldn't let his children go when he asked him to. So Yahuah did this right here, brought these 10 plagues. Did any evil, and then he said, did any evil increase upon you from any of them? We have to be reminded of some things sometimes. Now, Yahuah even respected this particular Egyptian woman. Why? Because she raised up the anointed one, which was Moses. She raised him up. Are y'all following me? Did one of them affect you? And she said, no. Verse 52 said, but she's trying to stick up for her evil daddy. But no, ain't nothing affected you. Forget your evil daddy. Ain't nothing affected you. Okay, and then Moses said to her in verse 52, and Moses said to her, although you are the firstborn of your mother, you shall not die, and no evil shall reach you in the midst of Egypt, or in the midst of Masharim, in the midst. And she said, what advantage is it to me when I see the Savian, my brother, and all the household and suspects in this evil, whose firstborn perish with all the firstborn of Egypt? She's still trying to put up a little fight here. And Moses said to her, indeed, your brother and your household and subjects and the clans of Masharim would not listen to the word of Yahuah. Therefore, this evil came upon them. Moses said, ain't nothing I can do about that. They wouldn't listen to the word of Yahuah. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just like if we don't listen to the word of Yahuah, people of the Most High, you're going to be wiped out. You are simply going to be wiped out. It don't matter that you have the bloodline. It don't matter that you are Yehudi. It doesn't matter that you are the tribe of Issachar and all. It don't matter if you have the 12 tribes. If you don't listen to the voice of Yahuah, you are out of here. I can't put it to you in no better places. You are out of here. You done with. You kaput. Finish. What you want me to just make that sound beautiful or something to you? You're dead. You ain't going to make it. You are not going to make it. And some of our ears are so deaf, man. I mean, we just cannot hear. And some of our hearts are so hard, Yahuwah's word will not penetrate. I'm talking about Yasharal. And don't get me on these false teachers and false shepherds over in Jeremiah. Yahuwah tells you what's going to happen to you. It tells you what's going to happen to you. It's just like when they was in Babylon and going into Babylon in captivity. Jeremiah kept telling them what Yahuwah said. You're going to be here for 70 years. 70 years. And they had this false prophet, Hananiah, keep telling them, no, you're going to be here. The word of Yahuwah says you're going to be here for 2 years. For 2 years. He was prophesying, okay, Hananiah was a prophet. Yirmiyahu, which is Jeremiah, is a prophet. But Hananiah wasn't called by Yahuwah, just like many of these shepherds and teachers out here today. They ain't called by him. And he kept saying, since Jeremiah says, 70 years have been appointed, says Yahuwah, to this people. 70 years. Huh? Matter of fact, he told them, he said, build you some houses there. Marry some wives. So you can keep your nation growing while you're there, because you're going to be there for 70 years. And here come Hananiah, and I hope y'all false teachers that is preaching what you're preaching, that you're teaching what you're teaching, and even plus attacking me. for teaching the truth. I want you to hear this right here. So when Hananiah kept saying differently than what Yirmiyahu was saying, that he got from the Most High, the word of the Most High came to Yirmiyahu again. And he said, now go to Hananiah and tell him this year, you're going to die for telling my people false stuff, for leading my people wrong, for making them to believe in your lies. This year you're going to die. And the scripture says, in that same year, Hananiah fell dead. Now, I know some of your hearts are so hard right now, you ain't even going to try to hear this right here. You still going to try to put up a fight, but prepare for your death if you continue to. Prepare for your death, because you're messing with Yahuwah here. While he has sent people to lead his people in the right way, and you're constantly trying to lead them in the wrong way. You remember what Peter spoke up on Simon the sorcerer? And Simon the sorcerer had more fear than what we have. He said, oh no, let none of these things come upon me. Oh, pray to Yahuwah that none of these things come upon me. Simon the sorcerer repented. He repented. Boy, he got some nerve today. Because I know I'm going to hear something, and I don't care what I hear. I don't care. My mission is to you, Yasharal, that will hear. My mission is to you that will hear. Oh, Father, give us ears that we may hear. Give them ears that they may hear, Father. Give them ears that they may hear. The name of Yahusha. Just read a little bit more, and I'm going to be done with this. Well, there ain't many more scriptures in there anyway. What verse did I stop at? Huh? 54? Okay, yeah. And verse 55 says, and Pharaoh, sovereign of Egypt, approached Moses and Aaron and some of the children of Yasharal who were with them in that place. And he prayed to them, saying, rise up, take your brothers, all the children of Yasharal. Pharaoh done got enough. He done got his butt kicked enough by Yahuwah. You don't tell Yahuwah what you ain't going to do, like some of us are telling him now by our attitude. Well, I ain't never told Yahuwah what I ain't going to do. You telling him by your attitude. You telling him by the condition of your heart. You telling him by the way you do things, by the way you say things. You telling Yahuwah, I ain't caring what you. And we don't even see that this thing is spiritual. This thing is spiritual. And we think that we can do and act and attack anything that we can do, act and attack on. You remember when Yahusha told the people that was when those 10 spies and stuff when they came? Well, I ain't even gonna go there because I want to stick to this. I want to get down with this here. There's a lot of stuff we can show you. We better begin to fear Yahuwah. Don't nobody caring about your big attitude. Yahuwah don't care nothing about your big-breasted chest all out and like you bad. Yahuwah don't care about that you can your mouth can run off and you can make a person feel lower than a snake's belly. Yahuwah don't care about that. Yahuwah don't care who you are because he's the big-breasted one. He's the mighty one. And all he got to do is just flick his finger and you're going out into oblivion. What we don't understand about that. That's why Edom have it coming to them. Yahuwah don't care how big Edom is, how great the United States is, and everything else that is connected to it. With a whip of his breath, he can blow them away. Realize who you're serving here. But Yasharal have become too nice, too easy, too laid back, too set back, too trusting in Babylon. And then when somebody come blowing this trumpet, then you even got a problem with you. Because you comfortable, you don't want your home wrecked up. You want the wind to blow every day through your shutters when you open up your spring windows. That is not life. Yahuwah is about to do a new thing, even in Yasharal. Let me just continue here. says, rise up, take your brethren and all the children of Yasharal who are in the land with their sheep, with their oxen, and all belonging to them. They shall leave nothing remaining. Only pray for me to Yahuah, your allure. Pharaoh asking for some prayer here. Because Yahuah didn't kick his butt, but his heart still messed up. You see, sometimes we'll even speak nice and, oh, Yahuah, I'm so sorry, and I don't want to be like this and this and that. But we won't let him change our heart, because you're going to see he didn't still want to let Yahuah change his heart, because after Moshe and the children of Yasharal left, he still, oh, what did we do? Why did we let them go? And took out after them again. Go for this crap where somebody say, will you please pray for me? And they ain't already and then cut your throat off. And now they after the break clavicles and all that and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then, oh, please pray. That don't mean that their heart's okay. These people will still cut your head off, many of them, because they're low down. They're wicked. And we still deeply rooted, many of us, with this Christianity stuff still down in us. It's still down in us. And so, oh, you love them. You love everybody. And whoever asks you to forgive them, you forgive them. Hell no. Do you know do we know what we're dealing with? Do we know what we're dealing with? For the Father to cut off 2/3 of his people, do you know what we're dealing with? The Father then judged them wicked. Oh, we don't want to put it like that, though, Jerry. Oh, don't say it like that. That's just so. If the Father is cutting off 2/3 of his people, that means that you are wicked, the one that he is cutting off. How else you want to put it? You want to fix it up and be nice about it? You know, no. And I found that there are top or big name or large follower people, you know, that is talking about this 3 days darkness and stuff and leading many of our people off and teaching them to depend in their own hands. You stir up. You store up. You do this. You leave America. You do this. You do that. And don't forget to buy you plenty of tissue paper. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, we better wake up and realize what's around us, what's upon us, and what our ears are hearing. We better wake up. Why do I feel like I'm just talking? Father. It says, and Moshe said to Pharaoh, see though you are your mother's firstborn, only do not fear, for you will not die. For Yahuah has commanded that you shall live, in order to show you his great might and strong outstretched arm. Y'all realize, do y'all understand what he's saying right there? See, Pharaoh may think, but Pharaoh got sense. Oh, Pharaoh can hop around and skip around. So Pharaoh can hop around and skip around. Oh, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. I know I'm my mother's firstborn, but I'm not going to die. No, Moses told him why he wasn't going to die, why Yahuah going to keep him. Because I'm going to show you my great power. Before I see Yahuah's great wrath on me, on my family, before I want to see his wrath, I will just say, Yahuah just gonna kill me. I don't want to see this. This is what he keeping Pharaoh around for. I'm gonna show you who I am. It ain't that, okay, you good, Pharaoh, so I'm gonna spare your life and not let you be among the firstborns that die in the 3 days of darkness. That ain't what Yahuah was saying. No, you gonna see what I'm about. Death right now would be too good for you. Death right now would be too good for you. You're going to see my mighty power. You're going to see my outstretched arm. You're going to experience and see my wrath upon the rest of your people in this land for what they have done to Yasharal. And now Yasharal want to be a part of that crap now? With all of his false teachers and stuff in it? Man, y'all better wake up. But that's what he said. And Pharaoh ordered the children of Yasharel to be sent away. And all the Egyptians strengthened themselves and sent them, to send them. For they said, we are all perishing. Let's get these folk away from here, because we perishing. That's what Edom going to say to you. That's what the lands around are going to say. Let's let these niggas go, because we perishing. We done did everything low down to them and all this kind of stuff. We done tried to hold them back. We done held them back. We done kicked them back. We done fed the babies to alligators, and we just been awful to them and all this kind of stuff. And we had them and claimed them as little pets and our pets. I was listening to a clip the other day. Someone put on there. I don't know. I just ran up on it or something. It says that it was this black man in 1950 or early 70s. He was interviewing this white man. He said, how did y'all look at us as black people? White man said, oh, we just looked at y'all as a superior. And I was looking for the next word to come along. Like, I know you ain't looked at us as no superior. And that white man said, we looked at y'all as a superior pet. Like you wasn't a chihuahua, you a Rottweiler. We looked at y'all as a superior pet. Yeah, he named that, didn't he? Or something like that. Yeah, man. I seen that. And you think that Yahuwah going to have some pity? But I got to be fair. All of them wasn't that like that. All of them was not. But the majority was awful to our people. Egypt was awful to our people. And you think that ain't no judgment going to come to them? Why would you, Yasharal? Look, Babel has been awful to us. Why would you, Yasharal, want to continue to be a part of Babel? Give Yahuwah back your heart. Give Yahuwah back our hearts for real. Because you ain't going to make it without yourself. And you got these teachers telling you what you got to do in order to make it out of Babel. Yahushua said, beside me, you can't do nothing. Listen, we can't do anything for ourselves. Never, we can't. We have to totally turn our heart to Yahuwah. We have elements in our body that is not going to let us transport like that. We can't just get up stuff and go to packing up and luggage and getting on airplanes and all this. You got billions of us. You think we can do that? But leave it up to some of these damn teachers that's teaching this false crap to get us off. They said we can. Only thing they're looking at is what the woman name that was that we held as a hero now that we call the Black Moses. What was her name? Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was only after them black engineers and the upper black people. And then they give her the name. She's delivering slaves. She's making slaves free. No, the revolution was about to begin, and this woman was getting the best of our people to build for these white people again. Don't you remember the picture of Harriet Tubman when she's standing up taking a picture in her hand is like this? Huh? You know what that's a sign of. This woman was a Mason. Wasn't no black hero. This woman was getting engineers. She was getting the best of the black people that can build, that was smart, that scientists and all this kind of stuff. That's what she was getting. And now every time February coming around, we're honoring this Mason. You can tell us anything, and we'll believe it. We'll believe everything but the truth. We'll believe everything but the truth. And then you'll go to get an attitude about what I'm saying there, and you know that's the truth. So that proves my point. We'll believe everything but the truth. Father, you got to help us. We need help as bad as a hog needs slop. And then the man was saying that, we had to help them because they couldn't think for themselves. They needed to have been told what to do and how to do it. You white piece of crap, you. The most brilliant people on the earth. And the most brilliant people on the earth, Deborah, and we wouldn't obey our allure. And we got reduced down to nothing. To a pet. And then when somebody come telling you the truth, you still got the heart of Pharaoh to get upset, to get mad. So that shows us that Egypt was in our people, just like Babylon is in us today. Because you ain't going to tell Babylon nothing. You ain't going to rule Babylon. Babylon is going to rule you. So we're trying to bring our people out of Babylon heart-wise, not physical-wise. Yahuwah going to do that. But heart-wise, you still have the audacity to get upset and to get mad and try to strove my name all everywhere, different places. But guess who called? He's my covering, just like he was Moses' covering. Don't you know that when Moses and Aaron kept going back and forth to Pharaoh, telling them what Yahuwah said, Pharaoh could have killed them on a dime with his low-down self? Why didn't he, Sharon? Because they was under the protection of the Almighty. Pharaoh was hot. He could have caused his men to lay hands on Moshe and Aaron at any time, but he couldn't because that invisible hand shielded them. So you think I care what y'all saying about me? Man, I can give a crap or less. I ain't even got time for it. Let's focus on this truth right here and help Yasharel to receive it. Trying to preserve you. Trying to preserve you. But I know our people. I know our people. I know our people. And all the Masoretes sent Yasharel out. They sent him out with great riches, sheep, oxen, and valuables, according to the oath of Yahuwah between him and our father Abraham. You hear me? They ain't stirred up no canned goods. They ain't stirred up no rice and get yourself together and hurry up and get your passport like Yahuwah need a passport. You to have a passport to get you out of here. You know, people preaching that. People are teaching this stuff. Them people ain't left with no beans and no rice and stuff. Them people left with some gold and some silver and some riches because of all that free labor that they had done for Egyptians, just like when we leave here. Yahuwah going to make sure of that. That's his doing. And it's going to be marvelous in his sight. But we're going by all this false, crappy teaching that's running around here today. And I'm trying to show you what he's saying here. Verse 6, it says, and the children of Yasharel delayed going out at night, and when the Masoretes came to them to bring them out, they said to them, are we thieves that we should go out at night? And the children of Yasharel asked of the Masoretes vessels of silver and vessels of gold and garments, and the children of Yasharel plundered the Egyptians. Plundered them. And you're running around here telling us you better save your beans. You better stir up your water. You better do this. I'm not saying that you can't have but hear me what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can't have a pantry. We have pantries. You hear me? I'm not saying that you can't stir up water because even my water sometimes at the house, man, they had to flush that water for days. It just be brown. But me and Bob, we got some extra water in case we don't have to drink it. We ain't got to drink that. That's some extra. That's all what I'm saying to you. But you still got to depend on Yahuwah. These people are telling you to do this. You to do this. I wish I had that ad that they sent, that once someone sent. I'm not going to call their name, but I know you're after money. I know you're after Yasharal's money. You're trying to make a name for yourself. I know you are. But Yahuwah ain't going to put up with that crap. He's just not going to put up with it. And look at this right here. Well, I'm at verse 60. I'm in verse 61. And the children of Yasharel asked the Masoretes, I'm in 62. It says, and Moshe hastened and rose up and went to the river of Mesarim and brought up from there the coffin of Joseph, and took it with him. And the children of Yasharel also brought up each. I feel the Ruach. And even in reading this, I feel the Ruach. And the children of Yasharel also brought up each man his father's coffin with him, and each man the coffins of his tribe. And I'm reminded, and listen to that, they taking their ancestors' bones with them. Everything leaving Egypt, but them old hard-head jokers that refused to obey Moses and Aaron and what the word of Yahuwah was telling them, right? And I'm reminded even in Ezekiel 20. Is it Ezekiel? I know, Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37, when Yahuwah says that at this next regathering of our people, y'all listening to me? He said that I'm even going to open up the graves of your people, the one that died in obedience. This is where the Christian church get the rapture from, or the opening up of graves. And you shall not precede them that are dead, but them that are alive and remain. You're going to be caught up with them that then died. That's where they get that doctrine from, which is a false doctrine. But they got it from Ezekiel 37, where Yahuwah promised us at this second regathering, he was even going to open up the graves of our people and bring them to. Going to see mama again. Going to see brothers again. You hear me, Deborah, y'all? You're going to see them again. We're going to see our folk again. I'm going to see my brother when I was 11 years old. He was 13. You know, when he died, he ain't know nothing about nothing. I'm going to see Robert again. Yahuwah promises this. I'm not talking about people that died wicked, shown up wicked in rebellion. Because the only time you're going to see them again is at the second on the day of judgment, the great white throne judgment when everybody's judged. But we're going to see some of our folk again, Deborah. I'm telling you, we're going to see them. Even though some of them, before they died, they repented in Jesus Christ. That's all what we knew. But Yahuwah knew. Yahuwah knew. Yahuwah said that in the land of our captivity, when our ancestors and stuff first came over, we were going to serve these other Elohims and all that kind of stuff. He knew that because that's all what we had. But, man, I'm telling you, we're going to see our folk again. Here's a depiction of it right here, an illustration of it right here, that their bones is going to be raised. Going to be raised. Even Joseph, see, the 66 books, the only thing they tell about Joseph, the only one that they tell about is Joseph. When Joseph told them, don't leave my bones here in Egypt when you leave, because he had the faith that he was going to leave there. Joseph did. And Joseph didn't even live there in a time of their bondage, because he was running Egypt. But he knew, he looked down the line and he seen what was going to happen to his people. And he also seen the day that they was going to be delivered out of Egypt. And Joseph gave word, don't leave my bones here. Don't leave my bones here. Are y'all following me? Don't leave them here. Don't leave them here. I'm telling you, Yahuwah got great things for his people. So we need to line up and get ourselves together. Look at Isaiah. Turn with me to Jeremiah. Let me show you something in here. I think it's Jeremiah 51. Woo. Jeremiah 51. And he's even telling us to come out of Babylon here too. Jeremiah 51, and I'm going to begin reading at verse 44. And I might read down to verse 46. It says this right here. I shall punish Baal in Babel. I shall punish Baal in Babel. I shall make him spit out what he swallowed, and nations shall not flock to his false or to this false idol anymore. Even the wall of Babel shall collapse. He's telling you what he's going to do, what's going to happen. He's telling you what's going to happen here now to Babel. Then he says in verse 45, come out of her, my people, and let each man save their life from the burning wrath of Yahuwah. Let each man save their life from the burning wrath of Yahuwah. And then verse 46, do not let your heart be shaken or fear the news spreading through the land. Do not let your heart be shaken or fear the news spreading through the land. 1 year a rumor shall come, and the next year another, along with violence in the land, and one ruler rising against another. But we're falling for everything. We're falling for every rumor that comes along. Yahuwah said, don't fall for this stuff. Don't fall for this stuff. I'm going to destroy Babel, and it is my responsibility to get you physically out. But right now, I'm calling for your heart to leave Babylon, because we trust in it. And I'm telling you, man, I've been and I've been asking the Father how you do this, how you do this. All right. Don't depend upon that money you got in the bank. Don't even depend upon that money you make. I know it's hard. It's going to be hard at first because that's all we know, right? Don't depend upon it. Depend upon Yahuwah, that he's going to provide what I need. I'm telling you, this is one of the shown up things that I struggle with. I'm telling you, man. This is some of the shown up things I struggle with. Turning my faith back to where it needs to be, and not what I have in my hand. Y'all follow me? Turning my faith to a lure and not what I have in my hand. Somebody ain't hearing what I'm saying here. Not what I have in my hand. You see? And you think that's an easy thing to do, but that's all what you have trusted with what was in your hand and not him. So our hearts got to transition. Our hearts have to transition. This belonged to Babel. You remember when Yahushua said, when he told they had to pay taxes and stuff? Told the disciple, told Peter, go out there and get that corn out of that fish mouth. Go ahead.
According to what you just said right there, what you just said, and so we actually think Yahuwah gonna kill us if we don't do a feast day.
Come on, boy.
You think Yahuwah gonna kill us if I don't follow the laws which was left behind in this tainted Bible that we have?
Yeah, man. Woo. Y'all better hear us. Y'all better hear us today.
Listen. I ain't gonna make it in the kingdom if I don't follow everything that's left behind in this tainted word.
Tainted. That's the point he's making. Go ahead.
It's hard. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing.
It's a hard thing.
It's a hard thing. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I'm gonna say this real quick and I'm gonna get shut up. You're gonna think I'm crazy. The Father's told me, this is me now. I ain't telling nobody else do this, but just start seeking to know Yahuwah for real. Yahuwah told me, because I'm just trying to just lay out and just praise you all day, Father. Father said, no, man. Honor me. Honor me. Well, what you saying? We can't praise Yahuwah? No, I ain't saying that. Honor. Respect.
Obey.
My Father is you. You think I'm finna just go around all day? Oh, praise to Daniel. Praise Daniel. No. Reverence. I honor you.
Yeah.
Respect you.
Yeah.
That's what Yahuwah is calling us to do in these last days. That's what he told me. What he told me is heart posture. And everybody who, you got to do love. We can do it. Shut up.
Shut
It's a
up.
hard thing.
Shut up. Woo. Donald, you got to, let me read one of these comments. Brenda says, say it out. Yahuwah wants my heart. Yahuwah wants my heart. Come on. Yeah. From Babylon. We got to get our heart detached from Babylon. I'm telling you, man. We got to get it detached. I don't care what you got. The only thing, because some of us
So wrapped up in Babylon today, Bob. What we got is our identity. Or so we think.
We so wrapped up in Babylon and still preaching love, 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 but some of the meanest people I've seen,
Come on.
I've talked to since I've been in this truth now, got on fringes. Some of the meanest people I done seen, or even I'm out in public and there go another brother. He got fringe. He got ZZs on. Some of the meanest people. Come on, man.
Just like Christians.
Come on, man. But we hard down. You better do this. You better do this. But you can't even love your brother because I say Yahuah and you say Yahuah.
Come on, boy. Come on. We got to get it together here. But we'll be let me tell you something. Some of us, we ought to be grateful that some of us are in the positions that we're in. And the position that I'm talking about is a lowly one. It's a lowly one. You ought to be glad. You know, even though we want a lot of money and this, here, and that, some of us ought to be glad that we don't have the kind of money that we want to have. You know what I mean? We don't see Yahuwah's way. We don't know his way. You know what I'm saying? Because if we had it stacked up like that, we'll be going into error in some of the same ways that a lot of these other people are in. You won't even be considering the poor, the lame, the downtrodden, and them and how they gonna get out of here. As long as I got mine, you'll have that same mind that a lot of these folk out there teaching this stuff. I'm telling you. So some of us ought to be grateful for what we are. That Yahuwah didn't give us as much as we wanted to have. Y'all ain't following me on that. You don't understand what I'm saying. And Yahuwah gives us, that ain't what I'm talking about. Yahuwah, I'll give an example. I ain't want to bring nobody on camera. That ain't what I'm talking about. It's just like, okay, Bob. It's just like, okay, I use Bob and Sharon for example here. Okay, Sharon might can handle a whole lot more, and she been given a place to give. You feel me? You happen to finance Yahuwah's work given. Now Bob might be, if she was given the same a lot in life than you, Bob might not know how to act with it. You hear me? You'll be following error or giving in to what these false teachers are teaching in terms of getting Yahuwah's people out. You'll just be selfish because you got yours. You can make your way, or you can buy a plane trip to Africa, and that's where a lot of folks think that's where it's at in Africa. But no, that's not where Yahuwah going to take you to. I promise you that, and I'm going to let you see that too, because we think the wilderness is going to be in Africa and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to show you what Yahuwah said. It ain't going to be like that either. It ain't going to be like that either, what you think, and none of all that kind of stuff. But he have made us, some of us, and we ought to be grateful. If we knew him in the condition that we in, we ought to be grateful. In the state that we in, we ought to be grateful if we're in a lower state, because then only thing left for you is to depend on the mighty one. Those that are rich and got plenty and stuff, they won't give the mighty one the reverence like what this boy talking about that he deserves. Why? Because why? Why I'm going to do it for? I can buy what I want. I can go where I want. And see, some of us think that riches will do us good, where it would actually kill you. That's the reason Yahuwah give us the information. Suffer not to be rich. He given us information, but we can't see and obey his word, Deborah, because we're looking at all what the rich have. And we're enamored by that. And they are not happy. They're not happy. Now, I want to go a little farther in this right here, because I know I got folk stirred up and stuff, and that's your problem. That's your business. I can't tell you what to think, but I know I'm going to preach this truth to all that have ears to hear. I know I'm going to tell it to them, all that have ears to hear. And you can go back and make your little funny video of me and got Trump out. You can do all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to reach true Yasharal with the truth. With the truth. With the truth. I'm going to reach them now. I am going to reach them. Oh, y'all hold on. 1 minute. Father, help us, man. We need help as bad as a hog need what? We need help. We need help as bad as a hog needs slop, boy. I'm telling you. Hold on. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, it does all that kind of stuff, but that's just low level stuff. But these folk here is after some money. They really what they're reaching you out for, talking about leave Babylon. What you gonna say? What you gonna say about your? I mean, can my 85, 86-year-old elderly mama leave Babylon? And you have a sister that's even in the nursing home that is disabled. Can she up and leave Babylon? See, these damn folks don't know what they're talking about. But they got folks trusting in their abilities and not in Yahuwah. Are you hear me what I'm saying? Huh? And especially when it comes down to black Americans, so-called black Americans, they think we got a lot of money, but they ain't looking at, they don't see the poverty rate around here. You still got the system working against you. Can these ordinary so-called black Americans stand up or gather up and physically leave Babylon? Because I'm going to tell you now, if that's what you depended on, if that's how they have turned your heart and turned your faith to, you got to pay to leave Babylon when Yahuwah said, I'm going to get you out of Babylon. I'm going to send the angels to the four corners of the world. See, Babylon is the whole system. I don't care where you go on this earth, you still in Babylon, within this Babylonian system right here. Now, I don't want to get out to the other stuff about the outer lands and beyond ice walls and stuff like that, because I don't have it all down pat, but I kind of believe that. But I'm talking about this system as we know it. You can go to the north, you can go to the east, you can go to the west, you can go to the south, you can go all the way down to Australia, you can go all the way up to Canada, Alaska. You're still in Babylon. You can go all the way to the next continent, you can go to Africa, you're still in Babylon. Are y'all following me? What I'm saying, man, you can go over there to France, you can go there to Paris, you can go wherever you want to go, you can go to Europe, you can go to wherever, you're still in Babylon. So where you going to? Where are you trying to get to? We need to think about that. We need to think about that. Are y'all following? Are y'all following me? So don't be following these teachers, what these people are doing. Talking about flee Babylon. The whole system is Babylon, as we know it. Yahuwah telling you to leave Babylon where it regards your heart. Have nothing to do with her. Come out of her, my people. Don't have nothing to do with her sins. Yahushua again told his disciples, I'm leaving you in this world, but you're not a part of it. You're not a part of this world, but you're in it. But you're not a part of it. Huh? And that's what Yahuwah is telling us today. Huh? You're in Babylon, but you ain't a part of it. Come out of her. Come out of her. Come out of the way she thinks. Come out of the way she do things. Huh? Come out of the way she plan things. Come out of the way she think of herself. Come out of that. Come out, come out, come out, come out. This is what he's saying to us. Okay, look, I want to read to you. Of course, you know what Revelation 18:4 says. Revelation 18:4 is talking about come out of her, my people, come out of Babylon. So we won't, well, I just read it. I just read it. It says, then I heard a voice. Then I heard another voice, Revelation 18 and verse 4. Then I heard another voice from the Shamayim say, come out of her, my people. Have no association with her sins, so that you do not receive her plagues. I'm going to point out something in this right here. Look what he says. And I'm reading this out of the true scriptures. He said, come out of her, my people. Have no association. You got me? Have no association. Don't be like her. Don't make friends with her. Don't make deals with her. None of this kind of stuff. Don't go into partnership with her. Have no association. But look at this other part, Sharon, right here. Look at this other part. He says, why you need to do this right here? Have no association with her sins, so that you do not receive her plagues. What coming up on Babylon, the judgment, it ain't for us. So don't let these people scare you into packing up and leaving and all this kind of stuff and getting out of Babylon and stirring up and all that. He said, you come out of her, out of your heart. Get out. Don't let Babylon be in your heart, because her plagues ain't meant for you. The judgments that's coming, you ain't going to feel them. They telling you you're going to feel them. For me, feel her plagues, that means that I'm a part of her plagues. I'm going to be a part of the plagues that's coming to Babylon. But that is not what it says here. Did you not hear that? I need to read that again. It says, then I heard another voice from the Shamayim, or from heaven, say, come out of her, my people. Have no association with her sins. Do so that you do not receive her plagues. All our people ain't going to obey this, though. You want to know how I know that? All of our people is not going to do that. You want to know how I know that? No, 2/3 ain't going to make it. Simple as that. 2/3 of us ain't going to make it. Why don't you teach about that? Why don't y'all teach about that? Why don't we teach about that? Why don't we just harp about that? The 2/3 ain't going to make it. Why don't we assure our people about that? I'm not going to finish. Well, I'm almost there. I want to show you this here too. I want to go to Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah, the 31st chapter. Show you something. And I'm going to begin reading. 31 here. Jeremiah 31. Yahuah 31. And I'm going to be coming from the 8th verse. I'm going to read down to verse 12. Let me show you this right here. It says, Yahuah says, look, I am bringing them back from the land of the north, gathering them from the ends of the earth. The blind and the lame shall be among them, along with pregnant women and those in labor. A great crowd shall return here together. So Yahuah is going to take care of them folk. But these other folk that are here teaching this, oh, come out of her, my people, they're just calling for you that got some money. Oh, you hear me? Making a name for themselves. They're not caring about the blind, the halt, the lame. They're not caring about women that are expected to have child and all this kind of stuff. Are you hearing me? They're not caring about the common people. But Yahuah is saying this. I'm telling you, Yahuah says, I'm going to gather them. I'm going to gather them from the ends of the earth. The blind and the lame shall be among them, along with pregnant women and those in labor. A great crowd shall return here together. They shall return with weeping and begging for favor, and I shall lead them. I shall guide them beside streams of water, along a straight path, where there shall be no stumble. For I shall be a father. Let me see. I have been a father, for I will be a father to Yasharal, and Ephraim is my firstborn. It's my firstborn. I'm smiling because something came to my mind, because there is a teaching. I partly believe it, but I'm looking more closer to it, and I'm walking carefully by it. That most of the 10 tribes was made of Ephraim, right? The 10 tribes was made of Ephraim, and in the tribe of Judah, the other 2 tribes is the Yehuda, and Benjamin, in some parts of Levi. But the 10 tribes is Ephraim. It's Ephraim. And Yahuwah just said, Ephraim is my firstborn. You got me? And that's a teaching that's out there. And I'm looking into it. I'm just not so quick to dive deep off into something. They said that they is behind an ice wall in them outer lands. And then it says in Exodus 13, where it says, and they went to another land, and that land is called Exodus, and which means other lands. Not none that is here among our Babylonian system. It's a total new system. And I was just thinking, I was smiling. I said, okay. So they're there already, and they're there already. But the firstborn is supposed to get the first. Y'all ain't following me, are you? The firstborn is supposed to get the first. So maybe they there already out from under this Babylonian system, Deborah. They done got the first of the burial car from the Father. So they're there, and they're waiting on the other ones. We got to be gathered. I don't know, just something to think about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But look at here, though. It goes along with what you said. And like what you said, the Father said to you, said that, and the fellow that I was listening to that was saying this, he was even talking about the technology there. And it made me go back to what you had said way earlier, what the Father told you. That technology there ain't like that. Where I'm bringing you, you won't even need this technology, however you said that. These little cell phones and iPads and stuff that we got. The technology where our land is totally different. But now, we also been told that all the wilderness is a place where he going to salt you out some more and he's going to be suffering you to this here and that. Okay, let's go to them scriptures. Let's go to those scriptures. And that's going to be the last thing that I do. Did I finish reading this? I didn't even finish reading it. Where I'm at? Jeremiah 31, verse 8. Okay, I'm in verse 9 now. I was down to 10. I read 9. Okay, I'm going to go to verse 10 then. And I'm going to read down to verse 12. It says, O nations, listen to the word of Yahuwah. Announce it far away to the coastlands. The one who scattered Yasharal shall gather again, and shall gather them again and watch over them like a shepherd cares for his flock. For Yahuwah has redeemed the descendants of Jacob and saved them from the hand of those stronger than they were. Who's stronger than us? Edom. Saved them from the hands of them that are stronger than us. It says in verse 12, they shall come and sing joyfully on the heights of Zion, drawn to the goodness of Yahuwah, including my grain, new wine. Ooh, including my grain, new wine, oil, and flocks and sheep and cattle. Their lives shall be like a well-watered garden, and they shall never again be filled with sorrow. With sorrow. Y'all hear that? Okay, now. I'm going to go to one more verse to back a lot of this here up, because we think, or we've been taught, that, the wilderness is going to be a place of pain. It's going to be a place where you're going to sure enough have to choose whether you follow Yahuwah or not, whether you're going to go through. Oh, if you ain't used to, I'm going to be a little, just a little bit foolish. Bear with me a little bit of my food. Oh, it's going to be hard for you if you have never bathed outside and all that kind of stuff, or in a pan. You just used to showers and bathtubs and all that kind of stuff. And when you go in the wilderness and you ain't going to have all that, what are you women going to do? Y'all ain't got no makeup and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, you mean to tell me we got to make a fire now and cook and y'all ain't gonna make it and all this kind of stuff? But look what Yahuwah says. Huh? Look what Yahuwah says in Isaiah. Because the wilderness of our people, it was some, it was some. Look at verse 19, where it says here. Huh? Isaiah 43. Well, let me go to 17, verse 17. Well, let me go to 18. This is what Yahuwah says. He said, forget what happened before. Do not think about the past or how our people went into the wilderness and stuff before. Verse 19 says, Yahuwah says, behold, I am doing a new thing. I'm not going to do it just like I did it when I brought you out of Egypt. See, these people they think they got Yahuwah down pat. You feel me? Come on. I mean, I'm saying you got to know him. Seek his ways. Know him. And he'll convey to you what he mean by what. He might not tell you everything, but he'll tell you enough for you to be okay. He says, behold, I am doing a new thing. It is happening now. All right, what is this new thing that you're going to do with us, Father? I might have should have read on down so we could have got the context of this here. But the context of this, I'm going to tell you, it's about bringing us out and regathering us again. You got me? And then he says, do you not see it? I shall make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Oh, y'all see it? Do y'all see it? When he brought his people out in the wilderness from Egyptian, was it a road there? Was it a river there? They had to beg for water. They had to tell Moses, you ain't brought us out here and we thirsty and our children, we going to die. We ain't got no water to drink. Yahuwah said, I'm going to do a new thing. This time I'm going to have a river there. I'm going to have some rivers out there. You can just go and get you some water. Huh? Hey, look. Yahuwah said, this time, guess what? When I bring you out in the wilderness, you ain't going to have to cut through brush and go through brush and all this kind of stuff. He said, I'm going to have some roads there. You can just walk on the road. Y'all ain't following me. I want stuff to be so hard for you. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of mentality that they have. Yahuwah says it's going to be a little bit easier for you this time. I'm going to do a new thing. Look what he says in verse 20. It says, even the wild animals shall honor me. Why are you talking about that? Why is he talking about that? Because when nothing out there, you can go hunt now. If you want to eat, it's going to be plenty to eat. Plenty to eat. Y'all ain't getting me. It says the jackals and the ostriches shall honor me, because I shall provide waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. I shall do this to give water to my people, the ones I chose who accepted me. But we know everybody ain't going to accept him, because some of us are after these false teachers and they claiming that they got these great revelations and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They got these great revelations. They got these 3 days of darkness. They got coming out of Babylon and all that kind of stuff. And if they would just read the stuff just like it happened back then, it was light. Exodus says in 11, it was light and all of Yasharal. But now we got that. These are fear tactics, y'all. These are fear tactics. These are fear tactics to get you to choose your own way, depend on your own self, to get you to depend on them. Now, if all this stuff is going to happen to us, what they're saying now, they're nothing but fear tactics, what is that Yahuwah don't give you? I'm asking a question. He said, I didn't give you the spirit of fear. Y'all got me? So Deborah, we don't have to fear that, how I'm going to do this, and I don't have any money to go here. I don't have any money. I ain't got no money to store. I can't leave here. How I'm going to leave this United States? Because we're in the center of Babylon now, even though it's a global system, but we're in the center of it. This is the epicenter of it. So we don't have to fear that. We don't have to fear that. We don't have to fear that. They're trying to bring fear up on you. Yahuwah said, I'm going to make a new thing. I'm going to do a new thing. I'm going to put some water where I'm taking you at. I'm going to put some food there. I'm going to put some roads there. It ain't going to be like none of that. Are y'all following me? Follow me. I'm telling you. So this is what Yahuwah said he's going to do. So I'm telling you, people of Yasharel, stop following these folklores, you know, these folk tales and folklores that is telling us and leading us in these type of directions like that. Stop that stuff. He says a new thing. That's right, brother Alex. A new thing in his own way. In his own way. We're going to be fine, but it ain't going to be but 1/3 of us. You got me? But now, just like Revelation says, if some want to stay wicked, let them stay wicked still. Don't argue with them. If some want to stay unrighteous, let them stay unrighteous still. Don't fool with them. You know? Don't fool with these folk. Just let them go on. Just let them go on. But Moses and Aaron, to keep them ones that wouldn't obey him from shame, because they had died that night too. Moses and Aaron them and the rest of some of the other camp buried their own folk for Egypt could even find out that their own folk died too. They buried them. But their bones wasn't raised. Their bones wasn't raised. Oh, Shabbat Shalom. I'm done with this. And I hope this will help you. But know of a surety. I don't care what you think. Let me say this here to you. You got witches on the rise. You got female witches on the rise. They're on the rise. Are y'all following me? Get mad all you want to. I don't care. Female witches are on the rise. They're on the rise. But you ain't got no power here. And if you try to send something, it's already been determined and will be sent back to you, but only with a double portion. You got me? Only with a double portion. So, but y'all know that Yasharal. We're having a teaching in the morning. I couldn't last Sunday, because they're having technical difficulties on the teachers' end. We're gonna have a teachers on in the morning live that is going to be teaching women. Oh yeah. If you think you're going to get mad, don't even tune into this, because there's enough in there to make you mad. And the reason why I say it's going to make you mad, because it's the truth. And we get mad at the truth. We get mad at the truth. Y'all get mad at the truth. Everybody do. But we're bringing it in the morning. It's live and Yahuwah tarries and allow it to be so. So all praise to Yahuwah. Thank you guys for listening in. And I just also want to continue to thank you too for your giving toward this mission that we have in Nigeria there. Some of you are faithful and it's needed. And I see you're giving your tithe and stuff that is coming in. All praise to Yahuwah for that. And all praise to Yahuwah. And I pray his many, many, many barakut upon you and yours in Yahushua's name. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.